Boys, UFC Fight Night, Yan versus Figueiredo just finished up, and first off, an amazing card. Second of all, there is some goofy ass stuff happening in this card. Can we all agree? There was some goofy ass stuff. We're gonna get to it as we get to each fighter, because as you can see on screen, we have every single winner, including my boy Figueiredo. We're also quickly gonna do the prelims. We'll do that shit real quick, because I know 99% of you guys don't really care about that. But on that main card, we're gonna matchmake every single guy and girl on screen, do some rare matchmaking on who I think they should fight and why. Starting off, the winner of the main event, Petr Yan, got that shit done. Honestly, the most impressive thing out of all of that, yes, I did think Figgy was going to get it done, but Petr Yan, not only, I thought, lighter man skill set was going to come into play, and, you did see that throughout the fight here and there, but Petr Yan is just built different. I don't know what that boy's got in his stomach / rib area. That shit's made out of titanium, because Deiveson Figueiredo was landing some of the nastiest liver shots, body shots I've seen in a hot minute. That shit didn't even phase Petr Yan. Can we talk about Petr Yan winning every single round? I mean, okay, yes, maybe it's because I was picking Figgy to win. I really wanted Figgy to win. Maybe that was what was like clouding my judgment, but he dropped Petr Yan in the 4th round. Like, how do you not give him at least 1 round? I don't know. It is what it is. Regardless, Petr Yan got it done. Called out the rematch with Merab. I don't think that's happening. And before we even continue, help your boy out, help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I've been grinding, putting in that work. It is early as hell. Your boy has been up all damn night. I'm still gonna be up editing this and posting it for you guys to watch while your boy goes to bed. But regardless, Petr Yan got it done. I think they're gonna do Merab versus Umar next, even though Merab doesn't want that shit. I still think that's gonna happen. Merab versus Umar next. They're not gonna give Petr Yan Sean O'Malley. They're just not gonna do that. They're not going to give him Corey Sandhagen or anyone like that, because they've already fought each other. I think Petr Yan versus the winner of Merab versus Umar. Who cares who's it going to be? It honestly could be either or of them. I'm leaning towards the Umar side. It could be either or of these guys. With that being said, if Sean O'Malley gets a win over someone like a Corey Sandhagen, he most likely jumps over Petr Yan. That just is what it is. If they give him an immediate title shot, then we do Petr Yan versus like Umar, something like that. But I don't think they're gonna do Sean O'Malley versus Merab right away. I think Sean's gonna have to get at least 1 win before he challenges for the belt again. There's just so much Dana White privilege you can do. I don't think they can do that much. Let's go down to the loser of that main event, Deiveson Figueiredo, my boy Figgy. Like I said, I thought the lighter man skill set was going to come into play. You saw it here and there. I thought the power was going to come into play. He dropped Petr Yan, and at points it was like he was being a little bit too timid to fully strike with Petr Yan. I thought Figgy was going to be as fast, if not faster, than Petr Yan. Turns out I was wrong again. What else was I wrong about? Practically fucking everything. That's just how this channel goes, I guess. Bullshit, but it is what it is. I think the next logical guy we give Deiveson Figueiredo, another champ, another guy that was in multiple weight classes, a champion in multiple weight classes as well, some dude who's probably a fight away from retiring. I think we give Deiveson Figueiredo 1 fight to retire this guy. That guy's gonna be Henry Cejudo. I think he gets it done over Henry. And yeah, that fake retirement Henry did, worst decision I've ever seen in the UFC. It is what it is. Xiaonan got it done over Tabitha Ricci. It is what it is. I mean, did anyone really think Tabitha Ricci had much of a chance to win? I don't think anyone did. Xiaonan looked good out there. Still couldn't finish someone like a Tabitha Ricci. It is what it is. She still looked really good out there. I don't think, she called out the champ. I don't think she gets it right away, to be honest. I think we do number 1 contender fight, Xiaonan versus Janaribia, Mrs. Chiwiwi herself. I think we do that one next. I'm still sold on the fact that, they're going to do Wei Li versus Suarez next. They were supposed to do Suarez versus Janaribia. I don't know why that fight got canceled. It got canceled. I think while we figure this shit out, we book these two to fight each other. We book Wei Li versus Suarez, get that shit sorted out. Winner of this fight can fight the winner of that fight. And yeah, very disappointing division. I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand why Wei Li hardly defends her belt. She fights once every like 14 months, it seems like. But regardless, Muslim Salikhov got it done over. Can we just, I said this like to the T in my prediction video, not quite how it would end, but I said, Kenan has some of the worst fight IQ in the whole UFC, and that was plain as day in this fight. He hurt Muslim Salikhov bad in that first round. What does this dude do? I swear he has a fucking like caveman brain. He's like, his ooga booga brain said, yeah, he's hurt. What should I do? Should I try to finish him off against the cage? No. Let me shoot for a takedown. Retard. Like, what do you... I don't understand the fight IQ of some of these fighters. It's mind-blowing how stupid they can be. Regardless, Muslim Salikhov, shout out you, having one of the best knockouts of the year, to be honest. Spinning heel kick straight to the temple, knocked that dude out. That's what he gets for being a little bit retarded in there. It is what it is. I think we do Unk versus Unk, Muslim Salikhov versus Daniel Rodriguez. Makes all the sense. Both these guys not doing the best. Both of them, I believe, like 2 for 2 in their last 4. Put this on, where can we put this fight? If we want to, we can do like a co-main event to a non-pay-per-view fight, hoping we have a good main event. If we want to do a pay-per-view fight, I wouldn't be mad at this being on the main card. I would be okay with this being the opener, but I don't think anything higher than the opener. Definitely not like a featured fight or anything crazy like that. Opener of a pay-per-view, I'm down for that. Put this on. Does it make sense to put it on a Sydney card? Probably not. I don't care. Put it on there. That would be fun. Salikhov he did get wobbled in that first round, but other than that, he should be ready to go, relatively soon here. I don't want to be waiting too long. This dude's already 40 years old. We don't need him to be too much older. This dude needs to start fighting more often, and now is the time. Let's keep moving down, though. Gabriella Fernandes, fraud check that girl. And, this just shows we can't have anything nice in the UFC. We finally had an entertaining, girl in that division that could build up fights. Face-offs are fun. She has the power to KO people. Shit the bed in this fight. She got fraud checked, got wobbled bad, taken down, and choked out cold. It is what it is. We can't have anything nice. Gabriella Fernandes, Veronica Hardy, mash these two up next. I don't care. It is what it is. Moving down, Carlos Ulberg got that decision win over Volkan Oezdemir. I don't know who predicted that shit to go to the decision, but if you predicted that shit, hit me up. We gotta talk some numbers, because if you knew that shit was gonna happen, you know the damn future, because I don't know anybody that expected that shit to go to the distance. With that being said, Carlos Ulberg probably going to be ranked like 8 now in the UFC. I think we give him someone who's on a skid, someone who hasn't won in a very long time, a good name value guy in this light heavyweight division. And of course, that's going to be Alexander Ratchik. I think that's what we do with Carlos Ulberg. We feed him Ratchik. Ratchik could honestly get it done over Ulberg, but again, he hasn't won in a hot minute. I believe he's ranked like 5, 6, 7, definitely in the top 7, maybe top 6 actually, but regardless, this dude hasn't won in a long time. His last few fights were against Magomed, ranked number 1, I think, 1 or 2, and Yuri Prochazka, 2 or 3 in the ranking. So it's time he fights down in the ranking. It's time we check this boy if he's actually top 5 level. And yeah, just another dude in the division who doesn't have the greatest fight IQ, but not as bad as Kenan, but it's still not that great either. Let's keep moving down, though. Zhang also got it done. Crazy, another first round finish. He called for the top 15. He called for a top 10. Called for Pereira. I think the UFC are gonna push this dude, but not too fast. He's not gonna his next fight's not gonna be top 15. His next fight, if he gets it done, will be for a top 15 guy. Then after that, probably a top 7 guy. After that, a top 5 guy. Then a title shot. That's how I see his career playing out if he keeps going in the trajectory that he's going. That being said, Zhang versus Ion Cutelaba. You can't tell me this isn't a fire-ass matchup. You can't tell me this matchup right here wouldn't just be crazy for the first round. Wouldn't be a good build-up as well, because Ion Cutelaba knows how to build up a fight. And is it just me, or could you see Ion Cutelaba getting this shit done as well? I could see it. I want this fight next. If the UFC don't match this shit up next, Dana White, get your ass oiled up. Me and the boys are pulling up. That's all I gotta say. Maybe a little bit of Diddy, maybe no Diddy. You're going to find out when we get there, Mr. White. Let's go down to these prelims, though. Prelims or run through real quick, because I know most of you guys don't really care about those prelims, but we got you got that shit done. I think we match him up. This was his debut, technically his debut, I guess. I think we match him up with Carlos Vera, a dude who's just recently added into the UFC. His debut fight was last fight. He ended up losing that fight, so 0-1 in the UFC. We can't match up these road to UFC winners against, high level guys. We give them, recently debuting fighters, and we move them from there. Same thing with HunChoi. We give him a recently debuting fighter in Stuart Nicoli. Put this shit in this Sydney card. Stuart is, Australian himself. We put that on the Sydney card. Mash this shit up fast, because HunChoi didn't take much damage. He's ready to go. UFC Sydney, not that far away. Match this shit up. UFC, if you need to hire me, you know where I am. Let's talk about this now. Ming Shi, she's her. She is her. We talk about like Alex Pereira being him. Ming Xin is she. She's her. It's simple as that. Hopefully that girl's doing good, who got head kicked. Craziness. If you guys weren't watching the broadcast, they were saying that girl was out for 4 minutes straight, and the reason why she got put on the stretcher, the neck brace, all that stuff, unconscious for 4 minutes. When she came back to, she wasn't fully responsive, not talking that much. It wasn't until she was on her way to the hospital in the back of the ambulance did she finally start talking, asking her coach what the hell just happened. So good idea for her to go, with all the neck brace and the stretcher and everything. I never seen nothing like that before in the UFC. Craziness. Hopefully she's okay, but Ming Shi, that's her. Now, just listen real quick. Look at my vision and tell me, violation or valid? Merrick McMahon, are you guys seeing what I'm cooking up here? Is this valid, or, is this a little bit of violation? Because I'm just seeing a shit ton of surface area for, another head kick. I'm just saying, side note, did you guys see the tree trunks on Ming Shi? No wonder that girl was out for 4 minutes straight. Do you see how thick her thighs were? Those things, I'm surprised she's not snapping girls' legs in half with leg kicks. Those things are insane. Complete side note, Merrick McMahon versus Ming Xin. I want this shit next. Maybe a little bit of a violation, but are you guys not seeing my vision right here? There's so much surface area, so much free space. Make this one next. Dana White, same thing with this one. If I don't see this one next year, early next year, get that damn oil ready, because your ass is getting diddied. Let's keep moving down. Carlos Hernandez got it done. I think Carlos Hernandez was the favorite. Maybe he was the underdog. Who gives a? Carlos Hernandez, CJ Vergara. I think this would be a fun matchup. I'm going to probably speedrun the rest of these, because I went on a huge tangent on Ming Shi. She is her. But I'm going to go fast with these last ones. Trust. Loner Kavanagh also got it done. Again, this was his debuting fight. We don't need to push these guys too high up. Let's give him someone who hasn't had the most success in the UFC. And Kevin Bro has, I believe he hasn't won a fight yet. His ass is going to get cut regardless. Give him Loner Kavanagh. Get Kavanagh some highlights in here. Then we can cut Kevin, At least we can use him for one more fight. He's probably getting paid dirt cheap anyways. Mark this one next. Long got it done. Again, we don't need to match these guys up with anyone crazy in the division. They just made their debut. Let's match them up with someone else who just made their debut not too long ago. I believe also lost that fight. Cortravius Romas. Let's run this one next. Dana White Contender Series dude. Just recently fought. I remember him. Didn't look that great. Ended up losing. Then Nikolas Motta got it done. Austin Hubbard. That is every single fight for UFC Fight Night. Yan versus Figueiredo. Let me know. Did you guys watch this entire card? Are you just watching either highlights? Are you watching it the day after? Are you going to go on Fight Pass and watch that shit? I stayed up for all this shit. Now I got to edit this and post this. So help your boy out. Look at this shit. 99% of you guys are being hoes. Simple as that. Help your boy out. Get to 1,000 subscribers. I've been grinding, putting in that work, fucking posting like every single day pretty much for months now. Help your boy out. I have a catalog of videos. Go look at them. Watch my shit. Share my shit. You got grandmas, you got granddads, you got dads, you got mums, you got uncles. Send the shit to them. Say, hey, yo, help this dude out. He's struggling out here. Help your boy out. Get to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, I feel like a fucking homeless man begging for like donations on the street. So I'm just going to cut it off now. With all that being said, boys, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. And I will see you guys in my next video.